So anyways, to get onto the prompting side of things and give you a little bit of understanding and depth to that, to convey yourself more in a leadership status position, you just flip the script on the prompting is what I call it. You just turn it upside down. So it's literally no work. You're already doing all these things. You're just choosing more deliberately when you're going to offer them. So think of affection, right? I'm in the play area. The dog walks by and is like, you have me. And you're like, yeah, I do. And then the other ones all run over and try to get some too. And now you got 3 dogs on top of you trying to get all the love. It's not typically that big of a deal. It's like, oh, it's puppy party. I love all this attention. You guys are so sweet. Until you get one of the dogs that might be possessive over affection. And you're like, oh, how did things escalate so fast? Well, because they were competing over your affection because it was perceived as a resource that they could control. Because dogs will guard affection like they will items like toys and bones, unless you convey yourself in a different manner. So we can do that. It's not physical, it's simple, not necessarily easy because it goes against your natural innate, like, I want to touch you, cute dog. You can still pet the dogs tons. I'm not even saying pet them less. Just choose when you pet them. Maybe the dog's lying down doing nothing. I want to reinforce desirable behavior. Okay? Expand the good is what I call it. This dog's doing nothing. It's super chill and relaxed. Hey, I'd love to have more of that. Oh, hi, puppy. And you go and pet them calmly. Okay? What you have to realize about affection is that you can energetically either make the dog have like a explosion, like a balloon, or you can help them be still and relaxed. So I try to help people be like massage like affection. Not excited affection, unless you want the dog to nose bop you. Then it's your nose, no worries to me. But if I'm like, oh my God, hi puppy, you're so cute, bop, not a fan. So when I give affection, I use it more as like, I want to like calm you and soothe you and potentially reinforce what you're doing, which is being chill. So I don't want to inject a whole bunch of energy into you, especially in a play group, right? One dog starts getting all amped up and jumping at me, and they're attracted to energy. So naturally, everyone else is going to come too. So then all of a sudden things get a little spicier than you would have expected pretty quickly. So in any event, really just change when you give affection. So reverse, the prompting with affection. As dog comes up and bugs you, you just ignore. Like, yeah, you're cute. Can't even think it. Just don't say anything. Now what they typically do is do like a series of escalations of behavior to try to get what they want from you. This will subside if you guys hypothetically adopted some of these strategies where they won't prompt you anymore. They'll just prompt the weak link in the room of the team who always gives them the affection. So if you know all the dogs are going towards one staff member, that's the one that gives them all the things that they want when they want it. But anyways, dog comes up to me, it's like, hi, what's up? And they're all wiggly. I'm like, oh, you're sweet. I just wait. I can wait for like 15, 30 seconds. Dog walks somewhere else and I'm like, come here, buddy. And they run over and I give them some nice calm affection. Okay? You can give the same amount duration-wise and the same frequency of pets. It's totally fine. But you're the ones who's choosing it, not the dog being like, pet me. Because when you're busy, let's just say you're busy petting another dog, and this other dog comes in that's used to getting that attention, and you're ignoring it because you're petting the other dog, what are they going to do? Any guesses? What do you think the dog would do that's getting ignored and wants some attention? This is not a rhetorical question. Pardon? Like, what would that look like?
It can look more like they're jumping on you and like
Jumping.
trying to, like,
Pawing at you.
Pawing, absolutely.
using their vocals.
Barking, yep. Those are great examples, right? So you're doing this, and then all of a sudden, this dog comes at you, and you can't ignore it. Because now it's jumping on you, scratching you with those little raptor talons. Or barking in your ear, because you're lower, and you're like, ugh, no thank you. So I can minimize some of those undesirable behaviors by being like, no, I'll pet you when I'm ready. Hands off, sir. Okay? So that's kind of a level 1 I would ignore. Level 2 is where I'd actually tell the dog to kind of back off and go away, which I'll get into next. So I'll give you the tools of how to proactively, interrupt the dog, or proactively ignore dog's prompting, and then reactively address them if the dog is like being persistent. You're like, I can't ignore this, it hurts, because I'm not expecting you to ignore something that is literally causing you pain. And we don't have to. We can address it in a way that is not invasive or aversive towards the dog. Anyways, so be mindful of your affection. That's going to be the biggest one for you guys in this facility. Not so much like going outside, that prompting, not so much jumping on furniture prompting, not so much telling you when they want to eat prompting. That stuff's not as relevant. So really the affection's big for you, okay?